Greetings, fellow survivors. Congratulations on passing the bottleneck. We will need your skills and available genes to repopulate the Earth. We propose a plan to rid ourselves of useless hindrances of the past while re-implementing our best innovations. In order to have the most prosperous human civilization, we have searched the past and found that we must rid ourselves of any notion of religion while re-implementing clean energy and medical technology. Help us preserve the most beneficial and essential pieces to our survival as we transition into a better tomorrow.
Since the beginning of time, religion has separated our nations. We cannot continue in harmony when this dark cloud hangs above us. We understand that religion is essential to some people, however, it continues to undermine peace and unity in the world. From the early crusades of European Christians into Jerusalem to the forceful conversion of Polynesian tribes as manifest destiny reached past the Pacific, people have used religion to manipulate and destroy civilizations with opposing views. Even as our past world crumbled, many claimed it was the fault of God or his enemies. The end came at the fault of no higher being. Just before the fall, one of the touchiest topics to pick up was the controversy between Palestine and Israel, to the point where Palestine petitioned to have Israel banned from FIFA's World Cup as punishment for settling on their land. This conflict lasted decades and led to thousands of deaths between two religious groups with differing views. The Israelis and Palestinians suffered from what is known as group polarization. When groups of people stick together, their opinions become more extreme as they engage in debate and make decisions. Humans love to make categories and discover patterns to make neat groupings that help eliminate the gray areas of the world. But we are all human beings, and there is no more confusing gray area than a human. Energy continues to be one of our most important goals. With the depletion of natural resources and the current amount of pollution in the water and air, we cannot create a healthy and safe civilization. What we take from nature, we must return. We can start small, planting acorn by acorn until we have a forest. We do not have the technology capable of colonizing distant planets or living aboard decadent spaceships. We cannot wait for robots to clean the earth for us. We must stay as far away as possible from past energy harvesting techniques, specifically oil drilling and fracking, as we saw in the BP oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico, which devastated wildlife from the beaches to the bottom of the ocean floor. Also, as seen in the movie Promised Land, fracking can destroy the environment and poison communities. Furthermore, as ocean levels rise from melting glaciers, we must migrate inland to avoid the eroding beaches. In order to avoid further pollution of our seas and the over-harvesting of food sources, we must all live at a safe distance from the seas. The key is to create a self-sustaining cycle of resources that we can access in emergencies, but only regularly provides enough for us to slowly grow alongside it. Ultimately, if we fail to take care of the environment, it will be impossible for our tribe to survive. The answer is not using chemicals or building robots or migrating away, but creating replenishable resources for a sustainable community.
Just before the fall of humanity, we reached a pinnacle of medical technology, and we can restart our future from that point and continue the wonderful history of medical advancements to not only protect the current survivors, but improve the lives of our descendants. To start, we should focus on reintegrating vaccinations on our community. When it was first introduced, vaccinations were used to prevent the infection of smallpox by exposing people to the weaker version that affects cows. We also need to match the past medical procedures and protocols to prevent infection that could ravage our relatively small genetic pool. We are currently the survivors of bottleneck effect catastrophe, and our genes will decide the future of humanity. Unfortunately, until more variety is introduced, the possibility that one disease could wipe us all out is high. So we should follow protocols similar to those in Hot Zone, as they dealt with Ebola, and be prepared to quarantine people until cured. The procedure of doctors maintaining sanitary conditions is very important, as it keeps infection low and increases the speed and effectiveness of recovery. So please wash your hands frequently. To protect ourselves and the future of humanity, we must prioritize the hygienic protocols of the past, so our numbers will grow and we can reclaim the earth. The end has come and gone. We are what is left to continue a new era in the legacy of humans. Let's make the right choice today and plan for a brighter future. For Narnia.
Rawr!